E.N.D here, day 5 for the spoilers of Streets of New Capenna. Leave me in the comments below which is your favorite card that have been spoiled until now. Mine is a card that we'll see later on in this video. Let's start. And I want to start with a nice new common card. Security Bypass for 1 and 1 blue. It's an enchantment aura, enchant creature. As long as enchanted creature is attacking alone, it can't be blocked. Enchanted creature has, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, it connives. Illuminator Virtuoso for 1 and 1 white. It's a 1/1 with double strike. Whenever it becomes the target of a spell you control, it connives. Psychic Pickpocket 4 and 1 blue. It's a 3/2. Enters the battlefield, it connives. When it connives this way, return up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner hand. Public Enemy for 2 and 1 blue. Enchantment aura, enchant creature. Creatures attack enchanted creature's controller each combat if able. Whenever enchanted creature dies, draw a card. Out of the way 3 and 1 blue. It's an instant. It costs 2 less to cast if its target a green permanent. Return target non-land permanent an opponent controls to its owner's hand, draw a card. Vampiric Scribe 4 and 1 black. It's a 2/2 flying. Whenever you gain life during your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Vampiric Scribe. Whenever you lose life during your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Vampiric Scribe. Colon Expert 2 and 1 red. It's an instant. Players can gain life this turn. Damage can be prevented this way. Call an expert, deals 3 damage to any target. Metropolis Angel 2, 1 white and 1 blue. It's a 3/1 with flying. Whenever you attack with 1 or more creatures with counters on them, draw a card. Quasar Augur of Agonies 1 white, 1 blue and 1 black. It's a 3/4. Whenever you draw a card, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Suspicious Bookcase for 2, it's a 0/4, Defender 3, tap. Target creature can be blocked this turn. The rare cards, Call the Hair 2 and 2 white. It's a sorcery. Each player who controls a multicolored creature draws a card, then destroy all creatures. As if we needed another board wipe in standard. Shakedown Heavy 2 and 1 black. It's a 6/4 with menace. Whenever it attacks, defending player may have you draw a card. If you do, untap it and remove it from combat. Symmetry Tampering 2 and 1 black. It's an enchantment. Hideaway 5. If you don't know how to play Hideaway, I did a tutorial video explaining how this particular mechanic works. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may mill 3 cards. Then, if there are 20 or more cards in your graveyard, you may play the exact card without paying its mana cost. Topiary Stomper for 1 and 2 green. It's a 4/4 with Vigilance. Enter the battlefield, search your library for a basic land card, put it into battlefield tab, then shuffle. It can't attack or block unless you control 7 or more lands. Obscure Interceptor for 1 white, 1 blue and 1 black. It's a 2/1 with flash and lifelink. Enters the battlefield, it connives. When it connives this way, return up to 1 target spell to its owner's hand. It's a nice alternative counter spell. Toulouse Clever Conductor. Hybrid mana between white and blue, 1 blue, and hybrid mana between blue and black. It's a 3/1. Enters the battlefield, it connives. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, exile them from your graveyard. When it dies, put the cards exiled with it into their owner's hand. Hostile Takeover 2, 1 black, 1 blue, and 1 red. It's a sorcery. Until end of turn, up to 1 target creature base and toughness becomes 1, and up to 1 other target creature base and toughness become 4/4. Then, Hostile Takeover deals 3 damage to each creature. Black Market Tycoon for 1 red and 1 green. It's a 2/2. At the beginning of your upkeep, it deals 2 damage to you for each treasure you control. Tap to create a treasure token. It's a very strong cat creature in my opinion. You will start creating treasure tokens, and let's be honest, treasures are an important mana resource for the game. Then, before your upkeep, if you want to avoid any damage, you can always sacrifice them. Obscura Ascendancy for 1 white, 1 blue and 1 black. Enchantment. Whenever you cast a spell, if its mana value is equal to the number of soul counters on Obscura Ascendancy +1, put a soul counter on it. Then create a 2/2 white spirit creature token with flying. As long as Obscura Ascendancy has 5 or more soul counters on it, spirits you control get +3/+3. The Mythic Cards, Corpse Cleaner 2 and 2 black. It's a 3/3 or Rogue with Death Touch. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, it connives. Whenever it dies, return another target non-rogue creature card with power less than or equal to Corpse Cleaner from your graveyard to the battlefield. You start to connive, you start to discard non-rogue creatures, then when it dies, you will return a non-rogue creature from your graveyard to the battlefield that has power less than or equal to Corpse Cleaner. Luxior Jaida's Gift for 1 generic mana. It's a legendary artifact equipment. This is the new sword of Elspeth. Equip creature get +1/+1 for each counter on it. Equip permanent isn't a planeswalker and is a creature in addition to its other types. Equip planeswalker for 1, equip for 3. I haven't seen a strong artifact equipment since Ambercleave. Luxior is a very strong artifact, no doubt about it, and will see a lot of play. A creature will get a +1/+1 for any counter on it, literally any counter, +1/+1, -1/-1, lifelink, death touch, flying, etc, etc. Also shield counters will contribute, and for just 1 generic mana you can equip it to a planeswalker. A planeswalker will become a creature with a +1/+1 for each loyalty counter on it. Also, as said, my -1/-1 counter will also contribute to the +1/+1, and if you equip it with the right creature like Devoted Root, you can go infinite mana. Another perfect combination is with Gideon of the Black Blade, which, if equipped with Luxior, it will become a 10/10 indestructible creature. Be aware of this card, it will skyrocket. And that was the last card in this particular day 5 of the spoilers of Streets of New Capenna. I told you that my favorite card will be one of the cards spoiled today, and I think you can guess which one. Join me tomorrow for another full day of spoilers for Streets of New Capenna, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.